It's day 16, I think. And I've been really busy. That's the reason why my videos are getting behind. I'm going to try to upload day 15 and 16 tonight. The only truth that I have for today, which is not only truth, I mean, it's a big deal to say this publicly. I have some extreme insecurities about what people think, not even what is true. It's crazy that I can separate what's true from the perception and like be very strategic about that. Like I know what's true. Like I know that it's true that I'm good and that I have worth and that I am loved and that everything will be well. I know all those things to be truth, but I have a great insecurity about what people. I don't even really know how to articulate it. It's like it doesn't really affect me in like it's gonna change my actions because I still cut up and go hard in the paint and all that. But the insecurity can paralyze me in certain ways to the extent that thinking about something for too long is like that's just way too much energy. And so sometimes I wonder, like for example, because we go to the same church. This is Ruckus. If you've been following my Ruckus, you know who we is. But we go to the same church, and but I still worship like a crazy person, like a mad woman. And that's how I worshipped before. I've always been a mad woman. But now that I'm back in my worship, for the most part is the same, if not worse. You know, I haven't scaled back at all. But now that everything that has happened, sometimes I wonder if people feel like, oh, she's doing the most because she's trying to prove something. That is retarded to me because I was late at the altar every Sunday prior to this and possibly in the spirit have grabbed a mic or two. So, me teleporting my body through the sanctuary now is no greater, no less than what it was before. But, you know, people just make up stuff in their head. And I just want to get to the place where that just doesn't really affect me. I don't think that there's anything wrong with the fact that, you know, bothers me because I'm human. But I think sometimes we just give way too much energy to what other people think. Who cares? You know, who really cares if the girl on the third row is side eyeing me because she think, you know, whatever, who cares? Like who really stinking cares? It's not gonna change the situation. It's not gonna make it any better, any worse. It just is what it is. So I'm acknowledging that for myself so that I can really deal with it. You know, I don't want to give so much energy to it. I don't want it to hold me back in any way. And when I'm worshiping, I don't want those thoughts to, you know, try to creep into my mind. It's just a trick of the enemy to try to distract me, to keep me from being able to really go as hard in the paint for the Lord as I really want to. So that's definitely something. And the other truth for the day, and I don't know if I've said this, I've my one of my favorite Kate Nash songs is Kate Nash. I'm like I had this momentary lisp. One of my favorite Kate Nash songs. She says, "I can watch a sunset on my own. I can watch a sunset on my own. I can watch a sunset." Basically talking about like I'm gonna be okay. And I've always been like that. Prior to this relationship, prior to the last relationship, whatever. Like I can be single. Like I enjoy myself out there because I'm an artist and a worshiper. And, you know, like I like being by myself. I read books. See? Books. Boom. And I read them, son. They're not just for decoration. I read those chunks. So yeah, I love to read and I I love music and I love to paint and I'm a writer and I write books. Ask about me. So it's not at all a matter of not being able to be by myself in my own space, in my own little corner, in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. Yes, Brandy. Anyways, no, yeah. So it's not about that, but I do feel I do feel this fear that tries to well up every now and then about being by myself for two reasons. Like where the Jorge is he? Where is he? And then the other reason why is because I fear that um, the ridiculousness of brokenness and, you know, just the mistrust from the past will keep me from being able to really give again. The devil is a liar about that, but that's where I am today. It's Record Day 16. Boom.